Hey traders, Joseph here again from Eightcap. So we're doing a quick crypto update because we spoke about it in this morning's report that crypto markets have been pretty solid over the last week and the weekend. But what we've seen today is a bit of an explosion on some of the coins, and I definitely think it's worth touching on from a standpoint, its own video. So I thought I'd just do a quick video and just highlight some of this. So some of the keys today are definitely Solana, which has been really beaten down after FTX. We even saw recently new 2022 lows, and things were looking pretty dire back in the end of December, which wasn't, it's not long ago, it's only 9 days ago. So we've seen a nice reversal since there, and today is just another day of really solid buying, and we've broken above this resistance point here. That point had been standing for a bit of a while, and there was a real jumbled range mess after the market really just had to digest what had just gone down with FTX. But today we're seeing a break above that range, and what we've the key here for me is we just want to see some commitment from buyers. We want to see some strong closes. It's been a while. This period here we've had some good price. Sorry about the itching of the nose. I don't know why. Every time you start the video, things get itchy, and for me, it's always my nose. So apologies about that. So we have a very nice strong bar today. It has been up around that 18 to 19% point. At the moment, it's 16.7. It's been a while since we've seen some really strong bars, and this is what I want to get to. We saw one back here on the 23rd, the 11th, and then after that whole debacle with FTX, we had one on the 10th of the 11th. So this rally here is starting to form some really nice strong bars, and if we can see a really strong close today, that is going to be doing some good for basically the market, the interest, and if we're going to see some continued buying, and if something could actually be going on here that is a little bit more than just a couple good days. So we've seen a couple good days here. We had that range, and it's nice to see a new extension out of there. And this is not just confined to Solana. I did choose to talk a little bit more about Solana because it was really down in the dumps. And if we zoom out again, you can really just see how bad that looked. There was just no real interest at all in it. There was tiny little ranges during the day. Compare that with a few months ago, we saw these really nice strong ranges, even though we're in a decline. There's a lot of volatility still in the market, a lot of interest. So some of the other coins that are doing rather well today, obviously we've got Litecoin that's having a really solid session. It's broken above this high seen at 80, and that's really solid signs as well. And we're seeing another coin that's been absolutely beat down recently is Cardano, and we're seeing 13% added to Cardano, and we're having this really beautiful high rally today so far. There is this resistance level here. If we could close above that today, that would be fantastic. But even if we do kind of finish down a bit, we have a little pullback. We'd just like to see that pullback, get back above this resistance here, and then hopefully get back up to these levels. And levels not seen since October last year. And Cardano was looking pretty weak, like Solana at one stage. Late last year we had that real flattened out period, and then we had that break lower, and it just kept going down. So this is some really good looking signs here, and we are starting to break trends, and that's what I'm really liking to see on this picture at the moment. And we'll just have a look at the volumes. Aren't the best through MetaTrader, but we will take a quick look. So we can still see the volumes are very low down here. We did have a lot of volume in this section. So if you do have a rally on light volume, that's not too bad, because it can indicate there's a lot more people buying and people aren't selling. So by all means, it's not a bad thing, but I wouldn't really take too much into account on the volume seen on the MetaTrader platform. So you'd really want to be looking at crypto exchange volume and then comparing it to other exchanges as well to get a bit of an indication of true volume. Now we'll race through a few more. I don't want to make this video too long, but we can see really across the crypto meta today. It's really just a really nice sight to see that there's just so much blue and so many nice looking gains at this stage. So it looks like the entire market really is just seeing a lot of demand today, and there's a lot of interest, and a lot of, not just the key coins, but a lot of coins are seeing interest. So there's a lot of money coming into the market. It's a good sight to see. I do hold some crypto, so I'm not really speaking from that point of view, even though it does help. It's just nice to see the broader market starting to see a bit of a bounce back, and there's a lot of interest. So Bitcoin has been rather flat, but we are seeing a nice rally at the moment now. We are seeing a break above this resistance point. So again, this would be the target I'd like to see price get back to and break back above. At the moment, we are trading above 17,000, so it'd be nice to see buyers hold a close above 17,000 today. I think that would be a really good step, and finally, get above that resistance hoodoo there, which is that 17,000 point. And Ethereum as well today is back up, getting very close to testing some of those that resistance point seen at 1317. And BNB, as mentioned before, it just continues to trade really strongly. It did have a bit of a hiccup when some of that news came out around just how strong was Binance, and did they have capital issues? And that's a fair enough question to be asked after what happened to FTX, because a few months ago you just wouldn't have thought this would be the case with FTX. But so they weren't unfounded, but it does look like the market's sort of resolved that they are operating well and things are healthy enough at Binance. So that's another good sign as well, because the last thing we want to see after 2022 is more shock surprises like we had with Luna and then FTX. We just want, it'd be nice to see the market sort of settle down, continue to grow, consolidate, and really just show some signs of what everyone's been talking about and hoping for the crypto market and industry, that it is actually not just a Ponzi, it's not just a flush in the pan, it's here to stay. And we're going to see, not only see top gains from coins, but also see aspects of the crypto market that are going to help everyday life and start to make everyday life easier and more efficient, which is exactly what it's designed to do. So hopefully this will continue to develop. Now, from a trading point of view, I think a lot of coins are doing well. So if you're not in them already, you'd probably want to start waiting to see if we had a pullback, and if the pullbacks are higher lows, then look to maybe at buying opportunities on some of the coins. We still are in periods of a lot of consolidation after some heavy sell-offs, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to bottom sooner or later. I'm not saying this is the bottom, but definitely the more buying interest that we have coming in, who knows what could start off. So definitely there's a bit going on today, and it's on the positive, and we'll continue to keep an eye on the crypto sector and just see if these gains are continue to turn into to rallies. So just some of the other ones we can see as we'll cross a couple. So Polkadot as well, for instance, is just breaking above last week's highs, and we're seeing SHIB as well is it's just offloads there, and Dogecoin as well. We're seeing some good movement on Doge today with a test of last week's high, and hopefully we'll see a break of that. And then Ripple as well, for instance, it's having a very nice session after holding that range here. So Ripple has had a few good runs recently, and it had that real big low in the previous week, but for now it continues to hold pretty solid support at that 33 area, and we'll look to see if it can break above that and get back up to test that 36, and then who knows if it can maybe get back up to try and test that 40 area again. So let's just see if we can see Bitcoin hold above 17,000 today. If Ethereum can continue to build on what it's doing, and then Solana, for instance, if it can close above this range. And the same here with Canado. I'd really like to see if it can at the minimum close above this range, but at best case scenario close back above this area here. And if we do have any pullbacks, just want to see higher lows form, and then see more buying set off, just to signal that these are new trends starting. So good signs, and let's keep watching and seeing if we're going to get some confirmation that we have new short-term trends trends that could turn into something better, like medium term long trends in the future. So that was it for today. Please subscribe to our channel if you'd like to stay up to date with what we release, and we have a lot of good guest analysts coming on in the future. So yeah, just jump on and subscribe if you'd like to see more. So that's it for now. Wish you good trading, and all the best for the week.